Hi book babes, my name is Ainsley Marie. Today we're going on a birthday bookstore crawl. I am so excited, you guys. I turned 24 this past Thursday and it has already been such a fantastic week. But on top of that, I got so many book gift cards and so I am going to go spin them. So we have 4 bookshops we're going to stop at. Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, and then 2 local bookstores, and I am so excited. I have never been to one before. We're gonna save that for the last one. The only rule I have for myself is that I have to buy a book at every single bookshop. I think that's how a bar crawl works, but I've never done that. So, let's get started. Love a good close-up. It's a little too close. Guys! Corinne is with us! Okay, we just went to Books A Million and then we went to Back Again Books, which is the local bookshop. Corinne, what did you get?
I got from Books A Million. That was really loud.
It's okay, Queen.
I got the Twisted Tale series of the Hercules book. I love Hercules. It's one of my favorite movies. Literally one of my favorites of all time. And then I got this book for my mom, The Mothers and Daughters of the Bible Speak by Shannon Bream.
Oh my goodness, you're already a booktuber. I'm like so impressed. You did that so well. I convinced Haley to get Powerless. So, have you read Powerless?
I've not.
She's next
to
read Powerless. Okay, now we're going to Barnes & Noble, so we'll see you later. Bye. We just went to Rue and Reverie. Is that how you say that? Rue and Reverie?
I think it's Reverie.
Reverie. Anyway, cutest bookshop I've literally ever seen.
It's so cute. I loved it.
Dude.
Precious.
I went to a local bookshop in Charleston. You guys can literally watch my video last year where I vlogged it. And that shop was the cutest thing I've ever been in. I think this one tops it and it's local. There's a build your own like bookmark charm station. There's a build your own blind book date. It is like so cute in there. Like she's thought of everything. And she told us that she has plans to do a book and coffee crawl in the fall.
I'm excited.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Next vlog.
Next vlog. Well,
in the fall.
In the fall. Next book crawl vlog will probably be that whenever she does it. But I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled. And she gave me more bookmarks to put at my gym because that's how I found her. So she was like, can you go back and add more? And I was like, yes, I will. We will see you. Well, I'll see you whenever I get home with the haul. Bye. Guys, I'm back and I have a book haul and I'm so excited. I branched out of my comfort zone and I think it really paid off. We'll see. In a video that you guys have not seen yet because I'm still currently in the process of filming it, I read Royal books, and one of the Royal books that I am reading, I finished on my birthday and there's a sequel and I really needed to buy the sequel. So that is literally the first book that I picked up at Books A Million, and that is Royal Liars. Guys, I'm so excited. My favorite young adult series is American Royals, and so whenever I found the Royal Air Academy, I knew that I had to pick it up because it is so similar to American Royals. And so Royal Liars is the sequel in that book series. I am so excited to read it. Since this is the conclusion to the duology, I'm not going to tell you guys anything about this book because it'll probably spoil, like the plot of this book will for sure spoil the first book. So the first book, we are basically following 4 main characters, and we are following all 4 of them. We get all of their perspectives, which I think is really, really cool and really, really awesome. So we are following 4 people who are heirs to the throne, and we are watching them just compete in various academic and societal challenges to see who is deemed worthy to be the next heir. So it's really good. It's really dicey. You're constantly switching between sides of like, who do I want to be cheering for? And so I think that that is really, it was really entertaining, and it kept my focus the entire time. I listened to it mainly as an audiobook. I did finish the book reading it physically, but as an audiobook, I did not want to put it down. I was actually increasing my speed higher than I normally read it because that's how good it was. So I am definitely excited for this book. I had to pick it up. I have a whole shelf in my library dedicated to royal books because that is one of my favorite genres, trope, plot points, whatever you want to call it. I love books about princesses and royalty, and so that shelf on one of my bookshelves is a special place. Then the other book I got at Books A Million is All This Twisted Glory by Tahira Mafi. Again, I can't even read the synopsis for this book because the first book, like the synopsis will probably spoil something in the first and second book. Then we went to Back Again Books, which is a local shop, and I have only been there once or twice before, so I was still very new to like figuring out where everything was, and they actually changed the entire layout from the last time I went, so I was walking around genuinely confused. This shop's layout, there's like one big open space, and there's like a little room, a little room, a little room, a little room, and so in each room is a specific section, and I think it is organized so neatly. But I will say they changed the rooms up. I was like trying to give my friends a tour of this bookshop, and it wasn't really working out for me. I ended up getting a blind date with a book. I have never done a blind date with a book before, so this was a little bold of me. This was brave of me. This is not something I like to do. I like to go into a bookstore and be able to visibly see what I'm getting myself into. But I decided, let's be brave. Let's be bold. So this blind date with a book, it comes with like the overview on the front. It says that the genre is literary fiction, which if you don't know, that is probably one of my top 3 favorite genres. The first line says, Kate had been dreaming of the sea. If y'all know anything about me, I love the beach. I love water. So anything talking about the sea and just dreaming of it, I'm like, ooh, I'm intrigued. And then other info, it says that it's a deep and compelling story that explores the relationship between sisters. And I don't have a sister, but I have a brother, and I love reading about family dynamics. I think it's one of the most complex and simple things you can possibly read about. The found family trope is one of my favorites. So I think this is gonna be a found family, or maybe like a recovery of I don't know, but I'm gonna open it. We're gonna see. So guys, what if I already have this book? That's my other fear, is like I already have the book. Oh, I don't think I have this book. Swimming at Night. Guys, I've never heard of this book before. This is a win. This is a win. Guys, here's a synopsis. I'm so excited. Okay. People go traveling for 2 reasons: because they are searching for something, or they are running from something. Oh my goodness. Kate's world is shattered by the news that her headstrong and bohemian younger sister Mia has been found dead at the bottom of a cliff in Bali. The authorities say that Mia jumped, that her death was a suicide, although they'd hardly spoken to each other since Mia suddenly left on an around-the-world trip 6 months earlier. Kate refuses to accept that her sister would have taken her own life. Distraught that they never made peace, Kate leaves her orderly, sheltered existence behind and embarks on a journey to find out the truth. With only the entries in Mia's travel journal as her guide, Katie retraces her sister's last few months and page by page, country by country, begins to uncover the mystery surrounding her death. Okay, this book sounds interesting to me. I will probably like scroll on the TikTok and see what people say about it. Actually, no. I'm gonna go in blind. Yay! Okay. What is it called? Swimming at Night. Then Corinne and I traveled all the way to Books A Million and Barnes and Noble, and Barnes and Noble. Yeah, guys, I always want to say Barnes and Nobles, plural, but it's not. so we went to Barnes and Noble. They gave me this bag, which by the way is so cute, but is so not functional. Like it's actually so hard to carry. Like I just, okay. Oh, anyways, see, I just dropped it. That's how unfunctional this bag is. I mentioned at the, Atlas, please. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I had a couple books in mind that I really was very specific about wanting. And that first book was The Royal Liars that I just talked about. The second one is this one, and that, oh, hold on. In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. Oh my gosh. If y'all know me, you guys know that I love Sarah Adams. She is one of my favorite authors. For the past couple years, I have vlogged all the Sarah Adams books that I have read, which is really special and cool. This is the final book in the When in Rome series that, as I know, she could come out and say that she wants to keep the series going, and I will not complain. I will be the first in line to buy the book. But so we are following the last Walker family member, the last Walker sister, I guess we could say. I think her name's Madison. Yeah, Madison. And she has kind of, it's very much a friends to lovers book. I don't know if it's a second chance romance, but this is they used to be really good friends, and now here we are. So we know Madison and we know James. We got a lot of scenes of them in the background in the last book, and I think I literally said something in one of my vlogs of like, I am so excited for the fourth book because of how cute they were in that book. So if they were adorable and cute and I could sense that in a different book that isn't even about them, I can imagine these sparks that are gonna fly off these pages reading a book that's actually about them. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Then we went to Rue and Reverie, which is another local bookstore. Guys, I got the cutest thing ever. This is the book. She had a build your own, I think I already said this in the video. So she had pre-made blind dates, but then she also had a build your own. So what you did was you went up and you picked a book. There's a sticker on each like of these, and by color that was the genre. So I picked rom-com. I'm gonna take this apart and I'll show you guys each of them. So last look. Oh, I need to take a picture. I'm gonna stop this video and I'm gonna go take some pictures of this. I'm gonna tell you what you got, but there was like a book, build your own blind date bar. So cool. I went with this like pink. I'm gonna keep it. You got to pick 3 stickers. So I went with Romanticy Girly, Crying Over Fictional Characters, Mentally I'm at the Bookstore, Chocolate, Heart Corner bookmark thing. It's like a little like pouch on the inside. So it like, oh, hello. It like sticks on the corner of your book. So it's really pretty. Then you got to pick a pin. I went with yellow because I've recently started becoming obsessed with pinks and oranges and yellows. I've always been a pink girly. I'm slowly becoming an orange girly, and now I'm even stepping into this like whole yellow category. So crazy. Then I got a pink highlighter, bookish tabs. I obviously went with the pinks, purples, red, a book review bookmark thing. So it's like a little book review section. It's really cool. And then you got a bookmark. You got to pick from a good selection of bookmarks. So I picked, I'm scared because like what if I already have it? And if I already have it, that's totally fine. Oh, I don't have this. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad. Oh, wait! Oh! Wait, okay, hold on. Can you open, please? Oh my gosh. Do I have this? Do I have this? No, I don't. Guys, what a win. 2 blind dates with the book, and I don't have them already. Oh! I was so scared. I was so scared. This is Body Check by Elle Kennedy. If you guys don't know, I own a lot of Elle Kennedy's books. I'm slowly making my way through them. The only thing is I became a really big Elle Kennedy fan before I knew Jesus, and there's a lot of smut in her books, and so I am now trying to be, I guess I can say smut free, but like obviously if I read a book and there's something in there that pops up, I will happily skip it, but I feel like Elle Kennedy's book sometimes slips into like it's almost too much of that stuff and not enough of the plot. I will say her plots are still phenomenal and very good, but sometimes it does slip more into that than I'd like. So I have kind of not been reading her stuff a lot recently, so we'll see if I read this just because it is a little I think it's more spicy. I like no spice, and I feel like this is a little spicy. So, we'll see. Getting a book I wasn't a fan of wasn't even on my radar. I was more worried that I was going to spend money on a book and then have already read it and be like, what's the point? But I will say this book, all the stuff I got, I mean, like, yeah, you got a book and you got a fun experience of like opening a book that like maybe your next 5-star read, like that was so fun. But you also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 10 little goodies with it. So I really feel like this blind date is worth the risk because of what you get out of it, which is some really, really cute stuff. It is so fun and special to be a bookworm, but not only that, but to be a bookworm that has been so invested in this community and reading for, I guess I can say, a decade now. I was a big reader in my childhood, like elementary school. I was like, this is my thing. And then middle school, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, I was like, no. And then 8th grade, my mom got me a book, Fangirl, and it changed my life. I was like, I can't read it now. And so I was kind of just like a casual reader for a couple of years. The summer before my junior year, my life went to crap. Basically, my life was turned upside down. My perfect little family, beautiful little life that I had known that was just so innocent and perfect and protected was just flipped. And so ever since then, I really turned to reading as a form of therapy and escapism. My ticket out of here is reading, and I love that. All of this story and lore that y'all probably don't care about, this is all to say that I have been a consistent reader since I turned 14. And so this year is kind of like my 10-year anniversary of being a reader. If you watched the video today, you're celebrating me and you're wishing me a happy birthday, and so thank you so much for your happy birthday wishes. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you guys will subscribe and want to watch another video because it's going to be legitness. Yeah, love y'all so much. To set me free.